Imagine, if you will, just had a long and stressful day and you want to kick back and relax with a nice movie. Chances are you will lean towards a film that is very easy to digest, like an action film. There are some sickos out there that watch something insane like a Kubrick or Tarkovsky movie. And honestly, props to them. But I know if I'm in that scenario, I'll probably watch an action film. It's comforting and simple because it usually sticks to the regular tropes. Act 1 introduces the world, the characters, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, and so on. Act 2 introduces the conflict. Act 3 resolves the conflict with the lots of action scenes. You know where you're getting throughout the 90-ish minutes of the movie. Bad Black doesn't care about any of this. Bad Black in 2016 Ugandan movie, written, produced and directed by Nambona IGG. The budget of this movie is $65. Yes, I said $65. In the current climate of Hollywood blockbusters costing more than a country's GDP, this seems insane. If you then add the fact that this movie was made in the slums of Uganda, it starts to look impossible. Fortunately, this is a word that doesn't mean anything to Nambona IGG. Nambona rose to prominence on the internet in the early 2010s for the trailer and the subsequent release of Who Killed Captain Alex, an action movie filmed with one camera and edited with a computer assembled from spare parts. All he had was $85 and a dream to make action films. And what an action film it was. Technically, the movie looked like it cost $85 to make, but it had so much heart and enthusiasm that everyone loved it and demanded more, which led to the release of Bad Black. So, let's get into it. As the movie starts, before any scene plays out, you hear the voice of the narrator who calls himself VJM.
Welcome back. Yes, okay, it's VJM right back at you, bringing you the new movie from Ramon Film Productions, Uganda. Home of the best movies. See it and believe.
I would waited for the narrator to stop talking, but he kept on going. This confused me, so I went online looking for answers. And apparently, in Ugandan cinema, a video joker is the narrator that translates the dialogue of a film, adding their own jokes and commentary. Sure, what the hell. Anyway, the movie starts and we are introduced to a man named Schwartz and his child assistant, Body Spencer. The narrator reveals that his wife is in hospital and is desperate. He then proceeds to rob a currency exchange shop and a police chase scene follows. He tells Body Spencer to jump out of his moving car with the money, and Body does so, somehow surviving. A shootout and chase then follow, which leads to his death, and then the title card rolls. We then switch to a scene where a guy, we'll call him Guy, is being chased by another guy, we'll call him Dude, because Guy was dating Dude's sister. A fight breaks out with some surprisingly solid martial arts action. The fight goes on until they break Guy's grandmother, we'll call her Gran. Gran's fruit stall breaks, destroying all her goods. Her and her granddaughter, we'll call her Lass, cry about it. Later that evening, Guy tells Gran to stop stressing herself raising Lass, as Lass isn't even related to her. Lass hears this conversation and runs away from the house. She is chased on the streets by two boys for a while until a girl saves her and brings her to where she's staying with other street children, all abandoned by their families. The street boss, who is a commando. Now, this commando thing, you might be wondering why I'm specifying him being a commando, but just this is something that goes on. This is a team that goes on and on throughout the movie. So the street boss, who is a commando, tells them that they have to make money to live there, and the next day, Lass goes to look for metal scrap to sell off. She picks up a tool, unaware that it's for a mechanic, and she's beaten by the mechanic and the owner of the car said the mechanic was fixing. The kids also beg on the roads for the boss, and a man gave Lass some money. The boss' assistant sees her with the money and accuses her of stealing the money from the boss. The boss tries to kill Lass for it, but Lass' savior sacrifices herself, taking the bullets meant for Lass. Later that night, Lass steals the gun from the boss and kills him. We then go to 10 years later to a volunteer doctor from USA, tending to the poor people in the ghetto with his young assistant called Wesley Snipes. Of course, the doctor reveals that he comes from a military family. His father, mother, brother, and even dog, believe it or not, are all commandos. but he chose to be a doctor instead. We then go over to the street children. They have grown up to be a street gang, and last, who now goes by Bad Black, is their leader. She sees the doctor coming back from work wearing his brother's dog tags and assumes he's a commando. She approaches him, getting the doctor to give him his contact info. She then goes to a bar where a rich man hits on her. Turns out, this is the car owner that beats her up for the metal tool, and his name is Hirigi. He gets a call from his wife and goes home, but not before getting Bad Black's number. When Hirigi gets home, his wife happily tells him that his son, called Kenny, got a girl pregnant and is planning on marrying her. Hirigi finds out that the girl is from the ghetto area and gets angry over it, assaulting his son and his wife in the process. In the words of VJ Emmy,
what an asshole.
Bad Black breaks into the doctor's room to steal his valuables, and the next day, Doctor is shaken up by it. Wesley Snipes offers to teach him to be a commando so he'll be able to fight for himself, and after a training montage, Wesley Snipes declares him ready, and the doctor goes to the gang's hideout for his stings. Meanwhile, Kenny goes to Bad Black's base to buy drugs and get high. Hirigi meets with Bad Black again, and he asks Bad Black to marry him. She says not until Hirigi transfers all his assets to him, and for some reason, Hirigi agrees. Hirigi and Bad Black visit Gran. Remember Gran? And Gran reveals that Bad Black is Hirigi's granddaughter. He crashes out, but he has already transferred all his money to Bad Black, and she's now the owner of everything he owns. Or owned, I guess. Hirigi later comes to his house, the mercenary, to chase Bad Black away. The mercenary happens to be Guy, remember Guy? It doesn't matter because Bad Black kills him and chases Hirigi away. The police then plan to arrest Bad Black during an arms deal. At the same time, a more determined doctor goes back to get his belongings. A crazy action scene follows that ends up with Bad Black getting arrested and the doctor getting his stuff back. In prison, Bad Black is bullied by a female inmate called Godzilla, who by the way is in prison because she likes his in there. Godzilla later becomes friendly after Bad Black gives her some money. The other inmate in prison is called Flavia, and she tells Bad Black about how she was arrested after she gave birth and she has never seen her child since. Bad Black's gang with Kenny tries to break out, and another intense action scene follows. It doesn't go according to plan as Bad Black stays with Flavia to prevent her from breaking out because Flavia's release date is in 2 days. At Bad Black's trial, it is revealed that Schwarz, remember Schwarz, and Flavia are her parents, and Hirigi is Flavia's father. Hirigi disowned Flavia after he found out that she was pregnant with Bad Black, and Schwarz stole the money for Flavia's hospital bills. Hirigi tries to hug Flavia, but is given a very satisfying slap as Flavia and Bad Black hug. Bad Black is acquitted as she becomes the doctor's assistant. Suddenly, Hirigi's wife appears, shoots the doctor, and leaves. End of movie. This movie for me raises a question that I'm not sure I have the answer to. What makes a movie bad? Generally, the answer to this question is one or a combination of poor acting, camera work, sound design, editing, scripting, and so on. Technically, you can see that Bad Black suffers from some, if not all of the following at some point in the movie, but it is in no way a bad movie. This movie is insane. From the very first scene to the last, you are bombarded with non-stop action and hijinks. You can say technically it can be better, but there's never a point where this movie fails to entertain you. From the video joker's incredible quotables to the amazing action scenes, down to the understated social commentary, every single aspect of this movie feels like a great time. I know because I had a great time watching it. I probably watched this movie about 5 times now. So many people have dreams of making different forms of art, but they are held back by various constraints. If number one I could do it, why not you? Thank you for watching this video and